Hello, darlings, and welcome to Digimon Ghost Game. This is the podcast that says no to drugs, but only when they're alive, sentient drugs that are rapidly multiplying and trying to eat you and all of your friends and everything in sight. My name is Emery. My pronouns are he, she, they.
I'm Morg. My pronouns are they, them.
And I'm Elvire. My pronouns are she, they.
Funny weed this episode.
Funny weed.
Funny weed.
I was wondering what you were talking about with drugs. I was like, what are you fucking talking about? I thought you would go in like the fucking Little Shop of Horrors direction with the, the big plants.
But Zassoumon is a little pot leaf, and that's funny. That's the funnier option.
Yeah.
I mean, we will probably be recording during East Coast Weed Minute, so there's that.
That's true. We'll have to get... I'll keep an eye on the clock. We'll have to shout it out when we get there. 12 minutes from now. How exciting.
How exciting. So, yeah, we watched Funny Weed episode, but it was 12, so not a 40.
Unfortunately, not episode 420. So we start off, we see this business guy checking his mail and commenting on, he's gotten himself a little chain letter telling him that he has to send it to him, and he's like, okay, great, I'm gonna oh, that's cute, I remember these, I'm gonna delete this. So then he deletes it, and his tablet blue screens, and a bunch of funny weed leaves come out of his tablet, and I guess he ordered, I guess this is the dark web. That's how you get weed on the internet.
Is it?
You go on the dark web, and then the little guys come out of your tablet.
I mean, some places you can just order on the regular internet weed because it's legal in some places.
Yeah, but like if you're ordering weed online, you really want to go for that dark web experience, Otherwise, what's the point? I don't know. I don't smoke weed.
I don't know either. I'm trying to think of a joke, but I'm just... All I can think of is that I need to cross one border and then I'm good.
Yeah, seriously. I'm fine where I am. But I don't want to get it like this, because this is more of a virus than anything.
Yeah.
This guy was also like, oh no, I don't smoke weed. What do I do with this? He falls over old man style and people have to go and help him.
Mm-hmm.
So is he the professor that ends up sending it to Kirishiro? Because
could be.
Kirishiro gets it next.
If he's not, then it's a very weird segue.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we see Kiyoshiro, he's gaming, like he do, and he gets an email from one of his teachers, and it's the same one, and he deletes it, and then a bunch of these little pot leaves crawl out of his VR goggles and get in his eyes.
It's like, dude, you're not supposed to, smoke it like that.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you ingest this? Do you rub it on your eyeballs? Is that how it goes? Am I so out of the loop?
I mean, people do be trying to, boof alcohol and stuff, so, I don't know, maybe you could do it through your eyes.
But why would you want to? Your eyes are so fragile.
I don't know. I don't want anything near my eyes. But yeah, and Jellymon, who was sleeping, freaks out when she sees them and fucking books it to Hiro.
Yeah. Kyosho is falling on the ground. Help me, Jellymon-sama. And she's like, you're on your own, kid.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck you, fuck you, get mine.
Yeah, we're gonna need to talk about Jellymon this episode, because usually Kiyoshiro is the one running away and hiding under the covers like a little bitch, but...
She learned from the best.
Jellymon.
But now it's Jellymon. So yeah, well, we can get into this later, but, you know, I think it says, like, interesting things about her character that, like, she also gets scared and freaks out, just like our little gamer boy.
Yeah, of course. That's why they're match made in heaven, but, like...
Exactly.
Yeah, they're perfect.
What,
But they run to Hero's room.
Yeah.
Where Jellymon instantly hides under the cover in a direct parallel to when Kyoshiro hid under Hero's covers.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyoshiro's like knocks on the door and he's like, let me in! And Jellymon like creeps to the door, lets him in, and he's like, you fucking left me!
Also, just like in the establishing shot for Hero's room, we do see Gamamon just like flipping through a little textbook that has, you know, some pictures of plants in it. So probably it's like presumably one of like Hero's ecology or biology textbooks or something. But I don't know. He's just reading about plants, assuming he knows how to read, and that's kind of in keeping with the Monster of the Week this episode. I just thought that was a nice little touch.
I think he just likes to look at the pictures.
Probably. He's thinking about just eating the pages is what's going on.
He's figuring out how he would get away with it.
Yeah.
How long would it take Hero to figure it out? How many pages can he take before it's noticeable?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, do you think he eats an entire chapter at once, or just, like, takes a few pages here and there, so it's less noticeable? Anyway.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think Kyoshiro just mentions the email and that he deleted it, and Hero's like, but why did I then get an email from you?
And then Gamamon hates spam mail. Gamamon is our new best little spam filter.
I don't know about that. I would not want my spam filter to break my phone because it has bad vibes.
He just throws it on the ground and stomps on it.
He literally stomps on it.
It's an extra strength spam filter.
And Hero's like crying about it. He's like, what the fuck? You broke my phone. That thing's expensive, dude.
Hero is a single dad who now has to try and not yell at his small child for trying to help. Because the help was worse than the virus.
Gamamon really just smacks the phone right out of his hand and stomps on it. It's
that kanji. Bad vibes.
So funny.
I guess maybe Hero needs like a thicker case because he has Gamamon to think about now. But it's just very funny because like Jellymon kind of like explains like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of Zassoumon? How do you
Zassoumon.
Zassoumon. I'm extremely good at these fake words. Well, I'm sure some of these are actually real words. I just don't know what Zasso is. It's probably Japanese for something, but
yeah. And apparently the dub name for this Digimon is Weedmon.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Because apparently I think Zasso is just like the Japanese word for weed, so that is just like the direct translation. Also funny, pot leaf. 4 minutes till 4:20, just keeping an eye on that.
I'm used to like I think I'm used to like made up names like with Pokemon more than with Digimon, where they're just like puns and like fusing shit together. So I was like, I don't know, maybe this one's like that, but no, it just means weed.
Yeah, Zassoumon literally means weed.
Yeah. Digimon's name is just the type of guy they are.
Just very easy.
But like Gamamon isn't a gamma. He's not a little fucking, he's a dinosaur guy. He's not a fucking energy beam.
It's fine.
Don't think about it too hard.
I am thinking about it too hard. But, yeah, Jellymon tells us about this guy and how, like, she doesn't know why the fuck there's so many right now, but she does know that they get bigger because they, like, drink water and get large. And we see, like, cuts of them doing this, like, because...
Yeah, we see Ruli hanging out with her friends in a restaurant that is like a hologram aquarium and has little fishies swimming around everywhere.
I was kind of jealous, not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to be there.
Yeah. And Anguramon is just like on the roof reading a little ebook that is just like projected in front of him.
Yeah. He's
really just been vibing lately.
He's just vibing. But, you know, close enough that he can hear if something goes wrong. I mean, he has big enough ears. He probably can hear fucking anywhere in the city if Ruli's in trouble, let's be honest now. But,
yeah.
So yeah,
she
these
gets
little guys are... Yeah, she really gets the email from Kiyoshiro. The little guys come out of her phone, and her friends are like, what are those? Are they holograms? And Ruli has to be like, no, they're ghosts.
They're hologram ghosts! And her friends are also, like, got it, like, even though she had tried to delete it.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, what the fuck? Why did you guys get this? I didn't send it to you. And then, like, they just start popping out of their phones now, too. And now they're, like, all over the place.
Yeah, when you get some cutscenes with, like, loads and loads of reads, just... having the time of their life.
They're
really
all over the place because the problem is that, like, Kiyoshiro, like, has email addresses of, like, everyone in the dorms and stuff, like, that he's, you know, at least, like, 100 kids.
We do get a moment where math gets explained to us and we learn about exponential.
Yeah, true.
Exponential curves.
Yeah.
And it's like, thank you, Digimon, for reminding me that math exists. I will now stop thinking about it again.
But these dudes go fucking crazy about it. Like, they eat someone's soup. They're, like, biting people because they have moisture on them.
Yeah, that's a bit insane.
I was like, you could just eat them. They have moisture inside of them. Are you gonna, like...
Compared to all the other Digimon that we've had, these are fairly weak because you can see just everyone's fighting them off with broomsticks and whatever else they can find, and then they just leave because
Hiro does just go sicko mode with a mop and whack one of the Zassoumon who is trying to devour a fellow student.
Happy Weed Minute.
Happy Weed Minute.
Happy Weed Minute.
Yeah, these weeds are taking over, and yeah, it's just like I'm just trying to, like, picture, like, what the fuck, because after all of this happens, you know, what kind of explanation will they have? Like, oh, it was just a fucking weird glitch.
It was drugs. Everyone was on drugs.
Everyone was high as shit.
Yeah, it was something in the water, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, it sort of feels to me like everyone has just, like, pretty much accepted the existence of, like, hologram ghosts at this point, because, like, as we find out later, this whole Zassoumon invasion does blow up on social media.
Yeah. I think maybe if I lived in a world where those kind of holograms were normal and something goes wrong, I'd say, you know what? This might as well happen. Mm-hmm. This was kind of... science fiction warned us about this.
Yeah, you know, considering the past, you know, few years or so, I feel like if monsters just started coming out of people's phones and overrunning the planet, people would be like, yeah, this tracks. This
yeah, valid.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's gonna happen, right? Like, we're getting a metaverse and shit. And, like, they're just gonna, like, take the people... and, like, those people are gonna become, like, actual things, and the AIs are gonna be alive, and I'm like half joking and half serious. Like, I don't know.
I think that's the only way to discuss it. Like, if a small part of you is genuinely serious, that maybe this, I'm joking, but this could happen. It could. Technically. Could.
It could happen, It's fine. Everything's normal.
This is fine. I don't need to worry about it at all.
We're just living in a capitalist hellscape. It's normal.
It's normal.
That makes me sad because I think if the technology ever existed where you could make like Digimon or Pokemon in real life, there's no way you could have one.
Yeah.
Because it would be fucking expensive.
Yeah.
It would be expensive.
And you'd probably have one. And then to evolve it, you'd have to pay for a new trial of something and then have a new subscription.
For sure.
Loot box for Digimon.
It would be a gacha game.
Yeah. God.
There would definitely be NFT Digimon. You would.
Oh.
There would. It would. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rare Digimon.
We truly live in the worst possible reality.
Yep.
Bad timeline.
Digimon. Yeah, this is the worst reality. Digimon aren't real, and if they were real, it would suck.
Yes. Oh, that's so sad to think about.
We love it.
I do want to say, while they're running away in the aquarium, maybe I hallucinated, but I swear at a certain point they're trying to save the goldfish. And I was like, did they buy a goldfish here? Did they bring a goldfish? Why did I read the words goldfish?
Oh, I don't know.
I missed that.
I missed that, yeah.
It was in a bowl of water and I thought that was it. But maybe, you know what, I've had a day. Maybe I just added that for my own enjoyment.
I don't know, I just watched a whole bunch of shows at once because I watched this episode, but also the last week's episode that I wasn't on for. And then I also watched an episode for ReZero, so everything, you could tell me something happened and I'd be like, okay, I missed it, I guess.
I'm not a reliable source right now because I tried to assemble a Gundam and I did it backwards, so he can't sit on his ass right now, but I'll fix that after a good night's sleep.
I'm just having a manic episode this week. That's how I'm doing. I got 2 hours of sleep on Saturday and I feel great.
Oh no.
Yeah, my cat has been crying at my bedroom every single night. I'm about to cave and just let him sleep with me, but it's fine. I love him.
God.
Anyway, what
you know who's not loved?
What the hell else happens this episode? We
hear
everyone gets fucking mad. Everyone's so mad at Kirishiro because they're like,
we got that email. It's his fault.
And he's like, no.
And he's like, oh no,
it's not
my reputation. It's broken.
He's like, it's not my fault. I tried to delete it. Well, he doesn't yell that because he's hiding, because he's afraid. He's like, no, I didn't do it.
No, my reputation, but I won't actively do anything to save it.
Yeah. Also, just a little bit before that, we do get the Jellymon tells us about the Zassoumon, and we get the little Digimon analyzer screen.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that.
Yeah,
I thought I did.
Yeah,
for
she
some
explained.
reason.
Yeah, she explains that they can get really big when they drink water, and that she has seen some that are this big, and she stretches out her arms really far, and it's like, wow, that's big.
She got big. But
they do get big.
She also hates them because they try to eat her because she looks like a water molecule or something. That's what Hiro Kirishiro say. They're like, oh, they think you're water.
I think jellyfish bodies are made of 98% water or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a fact that you read at aquariums.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
She's
probably true.
Absolutely not. Do not eat me, please.
Yeah. So, also just Jellymon in general this episode, she is acting, she is just for the entire rest of the episode, just acting so cool to, like, compensate for the fact that she was hiding and crying earlier. In a bunch of scenes, we get her just, like, doing the cool guy recline with her arms crossed behind her head and being like, yeah, what? I'm tough.
I'm the best.
She's posing so hard. I loved it.
Yeah. And, yeah, like, going back to what I was saying earlier, like... Yeah, this is interesting development for Jellymon, I feel, because, like, it could she perhaps herself feel insecurities the same as Kyoshiro does, and is her bullying of him in any way born of these insecurities? Who could possibly say?
Oh yeah, I mean, overcompensating?
How could that possibly be?
Until now, I just thought bullies existed because nature, because they're alphas and nature, naturally puts them at the top of the social order, but now I'm not so sure.
Fuck you. Is there a Sigmamon?
Not to my knowledge. There is an Alphamon.
Alphamon, Betamon, Omegamon.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All of them.
That's all of them.
No Sigma as of yet, but
Sigma nuts. I said that without even thinking about it. That's just how all those jokes go now. That just, I'm afraid I'm gonna say them in like real like adult society because like I can't stop just. Oh yeah, lick my balls.
Luckily, this podcast is a safe space for bullshit that we say.
No. We can talk about Ligma as much as we want. We can talk about dinosaur MILFs. No one is listening. It's fine.
I know at least one of my friends listened to at least one episode. So, I can still look him in the eye. It's his choice.
Yeah. So, we get Ruli and her friends and Angoramon running around. They save a guy being attacked in an alley. Eventually they all get to the library. Gamamon gets many boxes of chocolate from, Bokomon and Bakumon.
Ruli's friends have to chill in another room, away from them.
Yeah.
They don't return in the episode, I think. They just stay there.
Yeah.
Nope. They're just vibing.
It's like the reverse of what she did to Hero last episode. It's like, oh, this was fun. I'm gonna hang with my other friends now.
That was so fucking funny because I just watched that today. And he's like, "Why did I get invited out?" Anyway,
turns out this library also, serves the function of an ancillary character storage room.
Oh,
okay.
We just,
And during the entire scene with the professor, because I imagine that just every episode we're gonna go there and have the professors explain to us what's happening.
Yeah.
And then in the background, we'll always get Gamamon just being adorable.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see...
bad feeling.
He's eating this entire scene. He doesn't stop eating.
I don't know.
We're gonna see Bokomon in every episode. In every episode, he's gonna feed Gamamon, and we're gonna love it.
I don't like how that sounds.
It's gonna be great.
Emery, I don't like how that sounds. I have a bad feeling.
How does it... It doesn't sound anyway in particular. It's fine.
I'm not thinking about it. I'm head empty, no thoughts.
Okay.
Just happy vibes.
Okay.
Just happy vibes.
Okay.
Now you've got me worried.
Sorry.
Anyway, so...
He does say, if you're scared, you should just eat this. And then gives the chocolate. And I think that's adorable.
I mean, true. I do eat my feelings. That is real.
It's valid. I do that too.
Yeah, so Bokomon goes on YouTube and says, like, okay, so it seems like the spread is slowing because, people are making YouTube videos about this stuff, and it seems like, social media has kind of blown up about this, and people
It's
know
so
about the email
funny.
and stuff.
It's literally
It's
YouTube.
the titles are like, oh yeah, what happens if you really open the email? What happens if you really delete it? It's so good. It's exactly what would happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it is very much like, yeah, this is what YouTube would do. This is
And the thumbnails are amazing.
Yeah, it's just very epic, like
The little
typography.
explosions in the background of the
Weedmon appears, gone rogue, gone sexual.
Yeah. And then after all these jokes, they say, "Oh yeah, they're gonna grow so much. That's gonna be the end of the world. This weed is going to go for world domination. And the humans won't survive."
Yeah, fucking speaking of Jellymon acting all cool, she is just like in her little cool guy recline, and she's like, "Yeah, I guess it's gonna be the end of human civilization or whatever. I don't care."
Like, okay, you say that you don't care. It's funny.
She's trying so hard.
Gamamon's like, does that mean I won't get any more chocolate? And Hira's like, yeah, because no one will be fucking around to make the chocolate. He's devastated, obviously.
And then Kyoshiro suddenly has like the most epic moment he's had in this entire season. Because he stands up and he just activates his digital world thingy. It's like, there's only one lake. They all have to go to the same spot. And he's like really intense and he gives like a little bit of a speech. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it's because he wants to save his reputation.
Yeah, he's getting so cool. He's like posing while talking about how he has an epic plan.
It's so funny because everybody else is there still and they're moving normally.
Yeah.
He is the one doing the epic moves.
He's fucking JoJo posing while he talks about his cool plan.
He's imagining a soundtrack to this moment. There's no way he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, Kyoshiro is really funny in this episode. And yeah, so a bunch of Zassoumon start swarming. Gamamon just charges in, just yelling about how he's defending his chocolate, and Angoramon also fights for, like, saving the world or whatever.
Yeah, everyone else, reputation, chocolate, saving the world, it's all equivalent. Yeah. It's fine.
It's
These
fine.
Are all good reasons.
These are all good people doing good things.
They're all equally valid reasons.
So anyway, these Zassoumon can't be killed. Anytime they get injured, they just, like, glom onto each other and form bigger Zassoumon. And then Jellymon goes sicko mode. She's like, oh, injuring them makes them get bigger and reduces their numbers, huh? In that case, it's time for me to do my thing. And then she is just loving it. She's so happy about being able to participate. And she and Kyoshiro do a fucking, like, Sentai pose. And they are both just, like,
nerds.
so on the... They're being such nerds. They are both being, like, so on their bullshit right now.
Yeah, so Jellymon, like, I don't know if we actually said it, but, like, she evolves,
yeah.
And does the pose after, and she's just like, let's fucking go, and she, like, yeah, that's her going sicko mode after she, like, evolves, and it's pretty good.
She does ask, hey, don't I look cute?
Yeah.
Like this.
She does. I mean...
She does.
She looks amazing.
Yeah, she does once again demand compliments from her compulsory boyfriend.
Almost like she's not very confident and needs constant confirmation.
Damn.
Things to think about.
Makes you think.
No, it's just because she is epic and she wants everyone
She is
to
epic.
know.
Yeah, you're right. I'm overthinking
I
it.
just like Tesla Jellymon Sama. It's such a mouthful.
But he does say it every time. I love that
Well,
he's still
listen,
saying
this boy-
Sama.
This boy's name has like 17 syllables
true.
in it. He's probably used to it.
Every time I write it, I'm also always in doubt, like, how many letters I'm supposed to write.
I know, that's why I'm like, I probably said his name like multiple different ways without realizing it.
He's just gay in my notes.
He's gay.
I bet he would love that. It sounds cool.
Ugh. I thought you said gay and not K.
No, okay.
That's why I was laughing. Because I was like,
It's going to be very embarrassing for Jellymon. Unless, of course, can we really assign gender to Digimon? I don't think we
Of course not. No.
That's always
No,
good.
so
It's gay to like Digimon.
no problem for Jellymon, even if he does turn out to be gay.
K, gay, same thing.
Same thing. Yeah, it's still true.
Oh, so, like, Gamamon wants to fucking get involved. Obviously, he's like, but the problem is that Hero's like, I don't know which one you're gonna evolve into when we do this.
Hiro is trying to plan around Gamamon's multiple evolutions. He's like, oh shit, I guess if we get Betel Gamamon, then we'll just do a bunch of sore shots. I guess if we get, Kaus Gamamon, then we'll attack from the sky. He's trying to strategize, like, not knowing what form he's gonna get. Meanwhile, like, Tesla Jellymon is, like, using her special attack and just doing, like, gigantic
Yeah.
lightning punches that are...
Her attack's name.
Punishune.
Punishune. Why is it that? Couldn't have been anything else. Had to have the word punish in it.
It did, yeah, no.
She's punishing them.
Yeah, she
It's
is.
normal. It's fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
Don't overthink it.
Kyoshiro likes it.
I did notice that, well, Hiro was, like, trying to think of what to do. Gamamon's only problem was, like, oh no, I've run out of chocolate power.
Yeah.
I've no more. I'm so tired. I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
He got all sleepy, but he's still trying his best. He grabs onto one of the Zassoumon's vines and is getting, whipped around while he's yelling about, he wants to do his best and fight hard to protect his chocolate and I guess the world or whatever.
Even though he's not as cool as Jellymon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he even says he's not as cool, and I'm like, oh no. That's hard to compete with.
So then my next note just says guns.
Yeah.
And my note after that says guns in all caps with 3 exclamation points.
I mean, that is what
I
happens.
wrote, ooh, big attack.
That is what happens. He do be digivolve into Gunman.
Yeah. So,
And he gets the nice music, so you know it's good.
oh yeah, we get a new Gamamon evolution. This one is called Wezen Gamamon, and he's a chunky boy.
He's
With guns.
big, he's
guns.
green, he's got guns, he's got an electric tail that can like plug into the ground to be more charged up.
Uh-huh.
He's fucking cool.
You can see how charged he is on his guns. It's peak design.
Yeah, unlike his 2 previous forms, who have been Sonic OCs, this is like a big, chunky quadrupedal Triceratops, and all of his horns are guns, and it's a good design. It kicks ass.
He's like,
Someone looked at this design and said, where can I add guns? And
Also,
then added
his-
some more.
Also, his feet are guns, and, like, as part of his evolution sequence, he does a little front flip while just, like, fucking shooting, like, shooting rapid fire out of all 4 of his feet, and it's good.
that's very funny. He's kind of like
It's
the big,
amazing.
like he's kind of like the big, slow, strong motherfucker of the evolutions.
And, he proves himself to be an absolute tank because he just starts blasting and is just tearing through tons and tons of Zassoumon, and they are just like, forming together as fast as they can to, like, try and keep up with the damage they're taking until there's only just, like, a few really big Zassoumon left.
I do wonder if he became this because it's an electric attack and he was thinking that he needed to be as cool as Jellymon.
Oh, maybe.
To win this fight. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, at first he's using his attack, Sedna, which is just firing, like, the big guns from his horns. And then, like you said, he plugs his tail into the ground and looks to be charging up an electric attack. And, like, he gets to full charge, and it looks like he's about to, launch off a special attack. But Hero...
He's gonna obliterate these weeds.
Yeah, but he never does, and Hero, like, never calls out the attack name, even though it sort of, like, zooms on him like he's about to.
Yeah.
I think it's meant to imply that he's kind of hesitating. I wonder if that will come back in any way, or be relevant for anything in the future.
Maybe the next episode that you're not going to tell us about?
Everything you say, I'm like, what the hell happens next episode? Is this foreshadowing? I want to see it.
Yeah, so an older-looking Zassoumon comes out of the crowd and says, hey, stop hitting my guys.
He's like laughing my ass off. Sorry about this.
Sorry.
I'm so silly. What happened?
He's like, sorry, I made a clone child. Because I was lonely.
These are just my funny little clones. I made them so that I could have a friend. I was not expecting them to infect human computer systems and start reproducing on their own. My bad. We'll get out of your hair for now.
I looked away for like a second and he ran off. You know how it is, little kids.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I didn't know there was so much water in the human world. I didn't expect them to fucking run off and, like, slurp it all up. I'm sorry. And it's like, dude, what are you gonna do with these guys? And will they just keep sucking up water later? Where did they go?
He's just gonna talk to them because he's lonely. These are his friends. Because, if you're lonely, you make your own friends.
Yeah.
You clone yourself.
And, And right as Zassoumon is leaving with, with his big clones, he gets an evil look in his eye, and it's like, uh-oh, we haven't seen the last of this guy.
That's what I was saying. I was like, this fucking plant is so sus, but he's like,
he's very sus.
They let him go. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this is like what I was talking about last episode with, I think, like the series, possibly like pointing out the flaws in its own sort of philosophy of non-confrontation. I think it is being like, well, sometimes people are just going to be assholes, and if you do not, confront them, then it's gonna come back to bite you. And I think that's what it's like setting up for here.
Yeah, I imagine this guy is coming back. He's up to something. He did like a little recon of what was going on.
For sure.
It's just very worrying, because it's like, how are they gonna like reconcile that? Like the show itself. Like, I think it could be done, and I think it can be very interesting. I'm worried that a half an hour episodes won't lend itself to that, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm being too cautious.
We'll have to have overarching plot in that case.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
I do hope they don't like stop with the Monster of the Week formula, because I like it.
Yeah, for sure.
I look forward to a new enemy every week. I'm like, oh, what's it gonna be?
Yeah.
Am I gonna recognize what it's alluding to? Am I gonna get the reference?
Are you gonna get the monster, like the horror movie reference too? Or too?
I imagine this one doesn't have a reference. It's just everybody hates chainmail.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was legitimately like Little Shop of Horrors, since it's literally like green plants taking over the world.
I don't know that one.
It's good. It's a musical, so it's not really that scary.
I like
but
musicals.
it's like It's good. It's good. It's what's the word? Campy? Yeah.
Ah, that's what musicals are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Actually, like there was an original like 1950s like Roger Corman Little Shop of Horrors, I think, which I have
Ooh,
not
I've
seen,
never
and then
seen
like that got adapted into like a musical stage play, which got adapted into a movie. So,
Interesting. I didn't know that.
yeah.
I mostly know the movie.
It's the circle of life.
Or like the
I also got like a little bit zombie outbreak vibes from this episode.
Oh,
just
yeah.
because like the Zassoumon were like such like. Yeah, just the way that they were, like, biting people and, like, just running so rampant over everything.
Man, it'd be fucked up if, like... I mean, they kind of had, like, people have, like, scribbles and stuff, but they never had, like, anyone get, like, zombified fully, like...
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder how that would work.
People were getting chomped on, though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Kyoshu had, like, loads of little scratches on his hand. It's a good thing his other hand is bandaged. That was actually convenient for him. He's such a nerd. Oh, I love him.
Yeah, so the episode ends with the Zassoumon very suspiciously going off into the sunset, and we get our little line from Angoramon, who says, "Severing the cursed chain, you hear the heartless echoes of that dank weed." That's exactly what he says verbatim.
Yeah, that's exactly what he says.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
And Goromon smoke weed.
We don't usually talk about next episode previews, but we do just see a guy die right on screen. I'm sure that's fine.
He literally is fucking killed. This Digimon is killed. He's knifed to the fucking head. This poor monkey
literally
Digimon guy.
Yeah, that's gonna be... it's gonna be so much... I don't want to say it's gonna be fun, because a Digimon pretty much dies. But it's gonna be very interesting to see. I think it's...
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see the episode, because I can see the spoiler channel just fill up.
Yeah.
I can see it. It's still going. People are still... And I'm like, I want to see...
Next episode is a big one. You guys.
Oh.
Yeah. Our spoiler channel did completely blow up last night because everyone was yelling about the new episode.
I might go watch it after we record.
We'll see how I deal with it. Maybe I will somehow watch it before.
Come yell about the new episode with us. It's a good one.
I'm scared. I picked up a few of the spoilers accidentally.
Oops.
I can't help it. When I see a black box, I'm like, I want to click it, and I can't always.
Gotta click it.
I can't always.
It was so much, and I was like, oh no, that's a lot. That's actually going to probably be something very good, and I want to have my own opinion before I read what other people think.
Yeah, that's good.
But it's so tempting. Because it's a lot.
What
Yeah, so that's the episode.
Who do you think would smoke a big doink of the main cat? Actually, they're like children, aren't they? God damn it.
I mean, Angoramon.
Hero's dad.
Sure.
Angoramon would smoke a big fucking doink.
I think unrelated to next week's episode, but I did say at one point in the spoiler channel that, given that he has a stash of alcohol, we're pretty sure that Hokuto has a stash of weed as well.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's a given.
That tracks.
That makes sense.
It would explain a lot about him.
He's so fucking chill. It's like, you're stuck in the digital world, my dude. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm making my son raise this small child, but that's fine. It's fine, it's chill. We still haven't heard from Hero's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the
Who... Is she... I get that he's in a dorm, but his dad disappeared.
Right. I'm like, is she
Yeah.
so...
Are they divorced? Does she not like her husband? She's like, oh, thank God that man's gone.
Probably.
I just think I know that adults have nothing to do in this series, but sometimes I think, you know what? It's really funny that you established that his mom is alive and that she just doesn't fucking care.
Yeah.
Hey, what about Gamamon's mom? Do we think she's a weed-smoking MILF?
Sure.
It's probably how they met.
Yeah. They were probably smoking some of that dank
That's why he
Zassoumon,
went
and their
to
eyes
the-
met across the room.
That's
Their
what
bloodshot eyes met across the room.
Yeah, and that's why he went to the digital world. He's like, the dark web isn't cool enough to get my weed. I gotta get it from the digital world.
So true.
Damn, that's why all that grass grows when they go to the digital field.
That's why it's all grass, yeah. Yeah,
It's weed.
100%. Definitely.
Oh, any ideas for a segment this week? I don't particularly have any.
No, that's what the whole weed smoking question was. That was my
Yeah,
segment.
That's fair.
That's
Yeah.
all we've got.
Yeah, let's see. I think we could talk about which Digimon in general might smoke some weed. I mean, if you're thinking of any from previous seasons, I mean we know Angarmon probably
Sistermon.
smokes. Yeah.
The Sistermon
Oh.
smoke, definitely.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no. They're fucking partying all the time, as we've established.
Any insect Pokemon probably also smokes weed.
Oh yeah, Kabuterimon, he's got the hookups.
I'm trying to think now who would not. Which Digimon would definitely say, no way, I'm not doing
My
that.
brain was like, oh, Rainamon would be a fucking weed smoking girlfriend, obviously.
Yeah.
My 3 weed smoking
Okay.
girlfriends.
Are there any that wouldn't?
I mean, Palmon probably thinks it's cannibalism. Palmon is a plant, would not smoke a plant.
Fair.
I thought you said Patamon. I was like, why is Patamon thinking it's cannibalism? He might be like, I'm an angel, I can't be smoking that big green stuff. And it's like, yes, you can. Fuck you.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that's how you get higher.
Hey,
Yeah.
More divine.
That's how you ascend.
God. That's how you evolve. That's how you fucking digivolve, is you smoke a big joint. I don't know why I keep saying joint. I don't even... I mean, I would never smoke a weed in my life. I would never have a bowl next to me.
I do remember, for some reason, despite the fact that I have never in my life smoked weed, my doctor told me that it would be bad for me because I have the bad blood pressure for it. I was like,
Interesting.
why are you... This is out of nowhere. This is not why I came here for this doctor's appointment. Why are you telling me this? I think about it often. Do I look like that kind of person?
I
Do
mean,
I look that cool?
I don't look like that
Listen,
kind of person, and I'm not going to pretend I haven't tried. Like, occasionally, I do live in a state where it's legal, whatever. But, like, I actually don't have one next to me, but I did smoke one yesterday. Oh, scary.
Oh.
Big and crazy.
I did smoke weed exactly once at a party, and I just had to lie down for about 4 hours. It was really bad.
Sometimes you just gotta
Oh,
sleep.
no.
Are you supposed to lose all sense of spatial reasoning and feel completely disoriented?
No,
See, that's
but
why I don't dare to do any of that.
my mom told me once that when she was younger and she tried it, she, like, got paranoid smoking it. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened to her and it just, like, became paranoia or something. It's not for everyone. I like it sometimes more than drinking. I don't really like drinking alcohol very much, so...
Hey, when you smoke weed, are you supposed to recede into your own mind and imagine a one-dimensional line collapsed into
No.
a single point of space and then expand that out into into a 4-dimensional cube? Because that's what happened to me.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
bad vibes.
It works differently with everyone, I guess, but like, damn. That sounds kind of intense. Jesus.
It was a lot, I gotta say. There's a reason I only smoked it once.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah, that's all I really have for... I can't think of any other Digimon that would...
I can't think of anything that's sort of related to this episode.
Yeah.
It's a shame that I've never smoked weed, because maybe then I would have an idea.
I mean, it's fun.
Oh, if only.
I mean, I have, and I don't have much to say about it other than, like, funny. It's funny weed.
Yeah.
It's funny weed.
No, you're valid, Elvira. Like,
yeah.
Definitely not for everyone, as
you can hear from Emery.
It's fine. I get all my trouble from drinking. It's fine. It's not like that's that much better.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine.
A lot of fine things this episode.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
God.
The future, substances, capitalism. What are our plugs?
Capitalism.
What are our plugs? I guess since I started talking, I'll talk first. You can find me at Haunting the Morgue on Twitter. That's Haunting the MORG. You can find me on my other podcasts, Departure Lounge, but it's kind of on hiatus, so you're more likely to find me at Sonic Shuffle, a random and holistic Sonic lore podcast, and Forward ReZero, a ReZero watching podcast that I'm going to be recording later today. A lot of podcasts today.
Yay.
It's up to episode 2. Holidays kind of messed up when 3 was going to come out, but it'll be out at some point.
They were good episodes. I don't have any other podcasts. I just have my Twitter, which is at Eruviru. That's it.
Yeah. I do have another podcast. It's called Gone Will Hunting. It's about Hunter x Hunter, and maybe it'll have new episodes someday. That would be nice. I would at least like for that to happen. We'll see. Someday. And I am on For Affinity. My username is Space Robot. You can contact me about commissions at spacerobotart@gmail.com if you want me to draw some funny little Digimon for you or something. So I think that's about it. This is a Noisespace.xyz podcast. That's just like a whole network of shows, talking about a lot of different media properties, a lot of fun discussions. There's some good shows on that network.
Some very good shows.
Yeah. Anything in particular we wanna shout out today?
Trying to think. I think the last one I listened to was Kyle XY.
Kyle XY is very funny.
It's very good.
They're reading fanfic right now.
It's a pretty funny fanfic.
It's pretty fucking wild.
Say.
It fits the show, what can I say?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I might just shout out one that I haven't listened to.
Sure.
There's LMNOP, a show about elementary, which is just like a little a Sherlock's Home TV show that I have not watched and I know nothing about.
Actually, I was on an episode of that. I just fucking forget. Because Val, the host, they have a bunch of people on it now. Like, there was like a change up in like hosting and stuff, and now they just have like different people kind of every episode, a la like fear baiting, where they like switch off. And I watched an episode about a fucking bisexual ballerina dancer, and that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Great.
And I think one of the Kyle XY hosts was on it recently, so
cool. We love podcast crossovers. Maybe we'll have one someday. We've already had one.
Yeah.
We've already had a couple.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can also check out our Discord. As we mentioned, a lot of chat going on in the spoiler channel right now, so if you've seen the new episode and you want to yell about it just like we're doing, now is an ideal time to get in there and start hollering. We're also on Twitter at DigiGhostGaze. I think that's about it. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, sorry, I'm zoning out. I'm ready to sleep.
Good point. In that case, so all you poltergeist ghouls and non-boonaries, until next time,
Digimon
is
for
for
the
the
gays.
gays.
Goodbye, darlings.